Hi, my name is Sherry. I'm a senior designer with George Miles and Buer, the City of Lewis's engineering firm. The city is looking for your feedback on the parking areas shown on these exhibits. To provide order and additional parking along Cedar Avenue and its side streets, these parking areas may prove advantageous for Lewis residents and the general public. We look forward to hearing your thoughts and suggestions to improve the parking on the Lewis Beach side. GMB was tasked by the city with reviewing potential parking areas. We have prepared 6 exhibits showing potential parking from the Roosevelt Inlet to Savannah Road. The majority of these parking spaces are shown as parallel spaces with a 9-foot width and 18-foot length. The ADA accessible spaces are shown as 8-foot by 18-foot. Most of the spaces are shown outside of the paved roadway, with some exceptions on side streets, which currently have a rolled concrete curb. Overall, there may be 573 parking spaces which might be available for additional parking delineation of some sort. Generally, we tried to show potential parking spaces outside of obstructions, such as utility and light poles, trash areas, fire hydrants, mailboxes, and driveways. There are 232 parking spaces with no obstructions along Cedar Avenue and 165 spaces along its side streets, which are shown in red. Out of the 573 potential parking spaces, 176 are currently shown on our exhibits in a yellow color, symbolizing that there is some sort of different right-of-way encroachment currently preventing the space from being used for parking. 78 of the 176 spaces are along Cedar Avenue, and 98 are along its side streets. These types of right-of-way encroachments, as shown in the aerial photography underlaid on the parking exhibits, include landscaping, trees, shrubs, walkways, and fence posts. GMB has also prepared some visuals to help the public gain a better understanding of what these parking spaces may look like. There are 4 options we've explored. The first parking delineation option would be to use railroad ties. Railroad ties, along with striping, could be used to delineate the spaces. These images show what that could look like. The second option is parking signage. For each group of parking spaces, a sign could be placed at each end to show vehicles where parking is located. Here are images showing what the sign parking delineation might look like. The third option is parking bumpers, also known as wheel stops. These could be a recycled rubber bumper. These images can give you an idea of what this might look like. The fourth option we explored would be flexible rubber bollards. The bollards can be placed at each end of a parking space, as shown here. These 4 options are also shown on the city's website as videos, so be sure to check them out there. Please keep in mind that for each of the 4 options we've presented, the colors and sizes of the parking delineation methods are just a representation of what it might look like. The actual colors and sizes to be used have not been determined, as the preferred parking delineation hasn't been determined. Please let us know on the website which option you prefer for delineating the spaces. This public workshop is to gain feedback from you. Please go to www.ci.lewis.de.us. Click on Government at the top of the page. Then click on Ordinances, Amendments, and Projects. You can then click on Beach Parking Project to see a link for the virtual interactive workshop. Thank you for participating. We appreciate your feedback.